Welcome back, everyone. Hardyman here, back in Banished. Let's get this thing going. Last time, built this boarding house. Apparently no one's using it. I thought that if you had more families than you had houses, that they would come over here, but apparently not. Or at least not right now. So I don't know where they're living. Possibly with other people? I'm unsure. That could be the case, but I don't know. Maybe this is only for if you have to break down houses. So we're probably gonna take most of this stuff and try to find a place for it over here. And we'll see if they decide to go and live in this boarding house or try to not die whenever it becomes winter or whatever. So yeah, we can go and do that. So we're gonna need to put a tailor and another blacksmith over here. Let's see here. What was that? What's this? Tailor. Where's a good spot for a tailor? Put it right next to the church. Another blacksmith. Why not stick one right there? There. So get the couple extra people on that. We'll destroy these two. I think I'd actually get some of the resources back for that, so that'd be good. Also, what I can do is start putting up some stockpiles. I don't think anything is a like 2 by what was that 4 area. I don't think anything could fit in there, so we could just put a little stockpile right there, just to use that space. Looks like people are working on them. Cool, cool. At least that one they're being worked on. This one, sort of. That did put us down a little bit on the iron. Hopefully we get enough from these two that it'll kind of negate that. Okay, looks like that one's done. So remove this guy. And why not go and remove that guy too? Open merchant has arrived, so let's pause the game, go see what he has. Mostly food. Couple devil's foods. Beans and squash, mainly. Got some logs, which I love logs. So we'll probably take some of those. And why not give him some herbs in return? So 33. And so do we need any more food? We could actually use more food. So let's go and give him all of our herbs and see how much food we can get with that. So each of these is 1. Let's put some squash into our diet. So what is that? 268? Anything else? We have chickens. I don't know if they're able to be killed yet. And we're getting mutton. We don't have beans. We are getting mushrooms from, I believe, our gatherers' huts. So really the only two things that we don't have are beans and squash. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go with that right now. Thank you, sir. Dismiss, exit out, restart time. Okay. So we got one person without a job. I think it's the blacksmith who hasn't had the shop set up yet. But hopefully, I think it's, yeah, We're gonna have to add more builders, and they'll come over here and demolish that for us. But waiting for this. Come on. Did he go away? Good. It went away. So he's over here working now. So we're good there. So we can get those two people out there. They'll come over here, demolish those for us. There you go. Move to you too, cows. Yep, you're still growing. That's good. Y'all are at capacity. Y'all are almost at capacity, or you just lost one of your members due to being killed. I don't know. So these are getting demolished. I wonder, can I demolish stockpiles? I'm unsure about that. Reserve of iron is low. Yeah. Did we get iron back from this? I see stone and logs. But did we get any iron back? Because if we didn't, we're going to need to go find some. Are you gonna? Yeah, I was like, come on, you need to finish this. We got iron from there, so that's cool. But we are probably gonna need to go find some. There's tons out there. We've wrecked this area. Iron. There's some up there. Trying to find like the closest to our area, so they don't have to go a really long way. There's some right here we can pick up. That's some. Get them to pick that up. And I guess this up here. So we'll go let them pick all that up, and hopefully that's gonna be enough. We're probably gonna take out all of this stone as well after they get iron. Iron is more of a necessity than stone at the moment. Okay, so we have a couple stockpiles, houses, and these woodcutters to get out of here. So where are we gonna stick these woodcutters? I don't want to put them right here. I think we can actually put a what is it? A mine. Can we put a mine over here? Where's the R button at? Can we stick one? Oh, yeah, see, we could stick a mine right here, which could get us iron or coal. And I think we're going to have to do that shortly until we're able to expand further around the map to get the iron from all those other areas. So, probably going to save this location for that, since it is out of the range of the market and isn't taking up a whole bunch of like valuable real estate. There's not that many places we could put the woodcutters. I mean, up there. Up here next to this bridge is one area. Over here, I guess, is another area. So I wish that stayed up a little bit longer so I could see exactly where it ends off. But I think, can I just put one right next to this one? I could actually move it back several like areas. That's crazy. How there, that is a area for a house, or like a house could go like right here. So I'm skeptical about putting one right there, because the house could go right there and all that good stuff. So I'm a little bit skeptical to put one right there. What is this? Whoa! Classity the trader committed suicide. And our happiness is like fairly high. Wow. Hopefully that's not like an infectious disease. Suicide. That sucks. Is it because these like you were? It probably is because it was like really upset that they kept on seeing traders leave going upstream and then seeing them like, oh wait, we need to go downstream, and just seeing that on like a daily basis. Yeah, that could drive anyone to depression. But let's see. We're going to need to probably put these storehouses up here. Or at least on this side of the mountain. Really, how much are these storehouses actually? 17, 25, 33. Not that much, actually. Interesting. Oh, we got another trader. Pause this and go see what he wants. Ooh, seeds. Also plums. The devil's plums. So let's see here. Pumpkin seeds, I think, are grown in farm plots, and so are beans. But do we have enough? He wants a little bit of everything, basically. So we should have enough to give him stuff. For one of those two. Now, how much? Let's see how much we can get for most of this stuff. There's that. 182. Oh, that made it go a lot. 100. See here, 23 hide coats. Oh, very close to one bean seed. We'll take one bean seed. That's 74. 15-ish? Overpaid by one. I don't have any odd numbers left, do I, besides wool? Because I'd have to pay... How many would I have to overpay by? I have to pay like 20. And then take away... No, that wouldn't work. Cause that's 20. That'd be 24. We'd still be overpaying by two. We'd be overpaying by 2 at that point. Overpaying by 1's okay. So we're gonna take this bean. Oh well, we could get one plum. Just one. That's all we need, right? Yeah, we can do that. Or, well, we're at 8,000 food. Wow, I did not even see that. We should probably get these plums as well. Is that gonna be enough for the plums? No. Well, we'll just take as many plums as we can. So, 176 plums, please. And that will be everything that we have in here. Minus firewood and iron tools. And dismiss. Okay, so since it's winter, let's go over here and change these around. So this be wheat, this could be peppers, and this one up here can be beans. So now we have 3 different things to rotate here, so that's cool. So we're probably going to need to keep at least one of these storage barns over here. Maybe move it up here to, you know, keep all the crops in. If we move it up here, it actually may speed up this exchange between them. So we might go ahead and do that. Let's zoom in and rotate it. There we go. Is that all we can go? Looks like it. Okay, so we're gonna put that one there. Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna put that one there and probably get rid of this one just to, get it out of the way. What is this one up here making now? Hide coats. Do you have the leather for that? 74, 4, 34. How much leather do you have? 19. Sort of, kind of, sort of, I guess. We were using wool. Uh, exit out of that. How much wool do we have? 143, 6, and 1. So you could do hide coats for a little bit, especially since we have them for trade over here. You can do that, and we just traded away, a lot of them. So you can do that, and it'll help us out a little bit. So we're gonna get this done with, hopefully. Oh, we got beans. First look at beans. Look interesting. Kind of look like these, like the wheat, but greener. Also, they seem to grow a little bit faster than. Well, they're kind of intermediate, aren't they? They're kind of. Looks like the wheat's growing pretty fast. Then it's the beans, and it looks like the peppers are the slowest to grow. Yet oddly enough, it seems like the peppers are usually the first ones to be able to be harvested. So that's interesting. But either way, that's awesome. Okay, so they just got finished with that. Let's get them to take that down for us. Yeah, they're taking all the storage out of it. I like that feature. The feature where it doesn't demolish it right away. It has to be emptied first, and then it'll be demolished. So you don't have an issue where all of your stuff inside gets destroyed or something. I think that's a really cool feature, and that's like a detail that sometimes is looked. So all the storage in there is gone. So it should be being demolished relatively soon. Yep, now it's being demolished. So after this is demolished, we'll have basically this area to start looking for farms. We'll need to move all this stuff over here, and we would have to find a place for it. We do have this small one over here. It's not really going to be that great for it. We could go ahead and put in the iron mine and pause it, and then try to figure out how much space around it we have for stockpiles. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game right here, because we're coming up on 20 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the game right here. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We got a new source of food. We got beans. We're gonna have a lot of people tooting around here. It's just gonna be real sad. But maybe those farts keep people warm. Maybe. Maybe we can use their gaseous fumes to keep themselves warm. Who knows? We do have cows. I guess they could just capture their farts and harness the methane off that and cook stuff with it. But I don't know. One worrying fact about this episode, or the last couple episodes, is that our food is decreasing, which is definitely worrying. Which is why I'm trying to go ahead and get this area set up as a farm, community type of thing, so we can go ahead and get that food back up. Because if we run out of food, people are just going to start dying of malnutrition and stuff. So we need to get that in order. But hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you have any comments, leave those below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should probably do that. I mean, we could have malnutrition next episode. Well, maybe not, unless our population booms by like a whole bunch. But it's probably coming. In one of these next couple episodes, we could have malnutrition if I don't have this farm set up soon. So stay tuned for that. But hopefully, you have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.